Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Lunistice. I'm assuming it's Lunistice is in like Luna and then solstice-ish, but comboing those two words together ain't working for me. I don't know, tongue-tied. Anyway, it's like a PS1 looking game that I saw somebody describe it as the best 3D Sonic game that they'd played it in years. Maybe not ever played.
September 2nd,
oh,
2453. Almost a full year of simulations with no tangible results. I'm continuing to do small tweaks to the process, but without deeper understanding of the underlying system. I wish we could contact the professor, but communications are still disrupted. She would know what to do. She is responsible for this whole situation after all. At least my quarantine thread seems to be holding up. It seems like preparations for the next sample loop are complete. Our next case is a scout, Hana, who's been showing signs of minimal control over the program. I'm, well, not getting my hopes up anymore, but... Anyway, commencing sample loop in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Anyway, as a huge fan of the Sonic games, I was like, oh, okay, this is actually a little bit more interesting to me, because I'll be honest, I've been kind of not feeling the most recent Sonic games by any measure. And so it's kind of like, alright, I'll bite, let's see what they've got. Let's see, no, that's actually progress, I shouldn't do that yet. Not that it matters too much, but it's whoops, well, I'm dead already. Oh boy, that's, well, looks like it cost me almost nothing. What if I just restart the level? Does that also count as a reset? I have to check. No, it doesn't. Okay, not that it really matters. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Sonic games, but I haven't really been feeling the most recent entries. I have Sonic, Frontier, there we go. I was like, it ain't Forces, that was the last one. But so yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of curious to see what other people's alternatives are. I should probably go back and play like Spark the Electric Jester at some point. I've heard good things about that, but damn. I'm real bad at this whole going off the sides thing. Well, whatever. I no longer care about the reset thing. I just wanted to see if it would count. Oh, the enemies have respawned. Doesn't matter too much to me. I love how this looks. I know it might not be for everybody. Oh boy. You want to get every crane? Here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to snag this, just so we can go back and not have to run through that entire last section. You know, because pain in the butt. Weirdly enough, I'm actually getting transported mentally to the jumping puzzles in Guild Wars 2 and Final Fantasy XIV, though obviously this controls so much better. Now, I don't actually know if we benefit too much from killing suckers. Oh boy, okay. Sure, why not? But yeah, this is the kind of game I grew up with when I was younger. You know, these platformer collectathons might not even have much to, like, much binding them together as to, like, why you're supposed to do any of these things. They're just kind of there. I don't know if I'm supposed to kill that enemy, and I'm gonna kind of hope I don't have to. Like, I'm specifically thinking, like, Chameleon Twist at this moment. And I think... I'm not actually sure what the direct inspirations are for this one. Or if it's just kind of a general, like, oh man, you remember 3D, platformer collectathons? Like, here's a really good one. I've actually seen a couple of these games go by as of late, recently. Oh, Hana. There we go. I don't know if I was really supposed to aim anywhere specific with that one, and that's fine. It's not quite as speedy, but maybe part of that is I haven't actually gotten to a good rail grind segment or something. I wouldn't put it past this game to have like a fun rail grind just for the sake of it. For me though, like I was saying, the visual style is what drew me in initially. Like, apart from the description that somebody had given it, I absolutely adore games that look like they're from ages ago. Let's see. No, I don't see anything else. I'm not going for speed strats or gotta go fast or anything like that. I'm just here to get everything and kind of enjoy the experience. Let's see. So what was I going to say? But yeah, games that look like they were from, I mean, honestly, 20 years ago or more. Really, like 1998, vaguely. Oh yeah, we've got everything already. Unless there was more past that I just kind of mentally skipped because I was looking at the UI. S-A-S. Oh, it doesn't actually judge you on time. That's good. I appreciate that. Time should be kind of a thing that players judge themselves by, not by the game being like, you're too slow, D-rank. Can you tell I played modern Sonic games? I never liked being judged based on speed in those, just because it's like, but what if I want to explore? What if I want to, like, find stuff? What if, you know, I'm just not that great? You know, collecting all the bits, that's something you can judge a player on, because all players can do that. Same thing with resets, like, okay, so you goofed it and you had to reset. Oh well, who cares? Next time you can improve. Whereas speed feels like a weird thing to judge players by in terms of gameplay. Just because not every player is speedrunner extraordinaire, nor has the capability of, like, pulling off certain tricks required. I'm a big fan of how Celeste handled it, where it was just kind of like, hey, accessibility options. Hey, you want infinite jump? Did an enemy just kill itself trying to get at me? I think so. I'll also say, really digging the music for this. It's sending me back to the 90s in the best possible way. I mean, I guess that's kind of what this whole game is. And I realized, oh, I actually thought this was progress. Haha, I'm just wandering off, apparently. I guess I'm supposed to go over there. Oh, that's how I'm supposed to go over there. I was not paying attention. I don't know, sending me back to the 90s. I'm curious to see, like, for people that did not grow up with the N64 as their primary childhood platform, or, I mean, anything kind of prior to that, you know, because I think you can also get a lot of this experience from the SNES or Sega Genesis or something. I think I heard a lot of people say that, like, this is actually Sega Saturn-esque graphics rather than N64, and I'll admit I don't know too much about the Sega Saturn, so I can't really say whether or not that's accurate. Oh. Huh. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I guess so. I'm just trying to grab everything. Interestingly enough, yeah, you don't actually have to kill the enemies. The enemies are just kind of there as an obstacle more than anything else. Though some of them are a little bit more threatening than others. There we go. But, you know, obviously for me, this is a nostalgia game. How does it even feel for somebody that didn't grow up with this kind of thing? Does this actually have any kind of emotional weight? Or no? Or, well, I mean, obviously no emotional weight, but... Oh. Oh, biscuits. This is going to be a thing. Because it's definitely the kind of thing I'd love to know. Of, you know, these old, like, 90s kids nostalgia bait games. Say you're a... Let's go with, like, a 14-year-old now, watching this video. Born in what? 90... No. Would it be 98? No. I'm doing my math wrong, and how am I doing my math wrong? 22. Oh, God. Not 98. 2008. Holy shit. That's not acceptable. Time's passage should be illegal. Oh, good. You can actually attack and then jump afterwards. Let's see. Anyway, so if you were born in, like, you know, 2008, which was when I was a year off of graduating high school, cripes. If you... Oh, no. That didn't work. If you see me play a game like this, how does this feel as, like, a game? Like, maybe kind of a novelty, yes, but... Can you experience nostalgia for something that you never were nostalgic for? Because, like, I don't know, for me, easiest example I can think of is, like, ooh. is like Metal Gear Solid. You know, Metal Gear Solid for me was actually... Oh, gosh. What happened? That was weird. The game crashed on me. Or froze? It did so... Oh, no? I don't know what happened. The game is like totally locked up on me. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, looks like we gotta start from the very beginning again. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. Just a little unfortunate. Hopefully that doesn't happen again, but who knows? Might have been a thing on my end, might have been, I do have a lot of monitors hooked up to this computer and every once in a while they freak out. Or it could have been any number of other factors that caused it to break on me. I don't know if I can fully blame the game. I mean, performance has been stellar, but I do have the tendency of breaking things I'm not supposed to. I killed the whole damn computer back in September. Wasn't mine, luckily. It was something wrong with the graphics card. Ah. Hit that jump just a little too shallow. There we go. Was afraid I'd miss it. But yeah, I'm just kind of curious about the effects of games that are very clearly targeted at my generation. For nostalgia. And I'm having a little bit of trouble thinking about, because I had, you know what, no, I can kind of understand it. You know, if somebody handed me a game that looked like it was meant to be played on the NES, I'd probably look at them like, why? This looks bad and not very fun. With a couple of exceptions. So what is it? The Playdate. No, the Playdate is very much aimed at people that grew up with a Game Boy. And maybe that's part of it, is that, like, a lot of the, like, true height of gaming in the early days, you know, stuff like the Atari and whatnot, I don't think is as easy to be nostalgic for, just because a lot of those games were too simple. Maybe in a negative way. Whoops. Well, I just walked straight through that. Well, that's fine. Did not get hit, so it doesn't matter to me. Let's see. What was I going to... what was... I don't know, I'm just talking nostalgia, I guess. But so, once again, if somebody were to hand me an Atari game nowadays, I'd probably be like, eh. But if you were to give it to, you know, Shell, she'd probably say, like, oh man, this is maybe great? Or she'd be like, ah, it needs more story. I'm not entirely sure. There we go. Yep. Here's a question. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong one. Oh, if I do slow, it just controls all lateral movement. Okay, that's way better. I was originally going to, just go hella fast. All the way up, because I already know I can do that. But no, it actually just constrains all movements in a kind of nice way. It doesn't look like there's anything else here. Gosh, this is like the ultimate feel-good music. I don't know how to describe it, but like, this is totally the kind of thing that you put on if you just want somebody to feel vaguely pleasant about, like, what they're up to. Like, yeah, I'm triumphant, I'm succeeding, I'm having a good time. It's nice, actually. I don't know, I miss music like this. It's part of the reason why I wanted to load this up today. I was just like, this isn't my usual channel flair. But on the flip side, damn it. It's noggins. This tower is going to be the death of me. I'm just going to ignore those critters. Oh, wait, hold up. We just learned how to deal with this. Instead of going hella fast up. Oh yeah, this is much easier. Oops. Anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to load this up because I've been having... I don't want to say like a hard week, because it's not really a hard week so much as just... I've been very behind on the work that I've been doing. And it's been getting to me more than a little bit in terms of just like wanting to get more done but being too tired because allergies. Okay, yeah, I've got everything. Whee! I'm super allergic to some kind of mold that's specifically prevalent in the fall. And so it like kicks my ass emotionally. Oh, are there only 2 levels per? I guess so. Well, that's fine. I'm kind of curious to see what we've... what each level's like. And music. Nope, nothing. Okay, what was I going to say? Just feeling slightly down. It's one of those that I have a lot of things that I want to do, in life and in general in this week and this year. And, I guess a couple of factors have kind of made me feel a little bit more like, holy shit, I do not have enough time You know, big, long video content that I want to work on, and just some other projects that are really cool and so intensely time-consuming that it's like, how am I ever going to finish any of them? I bet somebody's going to do a GDQ speedrun of this, and it's going to be incredible. I could see a TaskBot run of this being something amazing. Let's see, what was I going to say? But, I mean, just in general, I wanted to play something kind of bloopy for once, even if it doesn't really fit, as kind of like a means of centering myself for a little while. I don't necessarily think that this was the wrong decision, actually, and I hope enough people actually kind of dig this sort of stuff. Because one of the constant conversations with, like, as a YouTuber is very much just like, what do I choose to cover? And so I actually kind of asked myself that question kind of going into a couple of things, and switched up my videos a little bit, just because, you know, I usually focus really hard on new releases, but sometimes I can feel like that's not actually that fun, because not all new releases are good, or sometimes it's kind of one of those where I feel like I'm too reliant on that. In terms of, like, channel content for, like, hey, is it a good idea to actually, you know, be super reliant on these... Let's see, where does this lead us? I have no idea. Time to find out. Might be too far back, or no, we're going up. Hello. You know, what if you ever have, like, a bad week? What do you play then? And the answer is, I mean, actually pretty damn obvious. You know, just play something else in the meantime. Let's just hop in the bubble. Whee! I was considering, like, can I possibly... What? Oh. Oops. Where am I? Oh, okay, I'm here. I'm good. Oh, I'm supposed to be up top. That did not even register as an option to me. There we go. But yeah, just go back through, like, my backlog of old games that I should, or that I've been meaning to play. Okay, how do we go back? Ah, that's how we go back. Okay, I was wondering about that. Of course, now we have to figure out how to get back on track, but whatever. This game is very much designed so that kind of thing is neither impossible nor even that unlikely. I've definitely played a couple of these games in the past where it's just like, too bad you made the mistake of going anywhere, and now you must pay the price of having to replay through the level again to get that thing you missed. Never feels good to me. I much prefer the system where it's just like, yeah, did I miss anything? And then say, I don't see it. Certainly hope not. I'm just going to assume no, and worst comes to worst, I don't know, whatever. It's not like cranes matter? I think it's mostly just a personal level of like, yeah, I got them all, and feeling good about that, rather than any kind of arbitrary judgment. I'm trying to remember which game it was. Oh, was it Shadow the Hedgehog? It was Shadow the Hedgehog, if I remember right. Had a serious issue with, like, arbitrary requirements, like, if you want to go on the good path for this level, yeah, we got everything. Though, there's something more. There's a key for a secret level, or something. So maybe that's been there the entire time. I didn't think there would be something. Okay, so I have a key now. What do I do with it? I guess I gotta bring it here. Wait, what? Oh no, that's a crystal path. Oh boy, rude. I didn't know that would break on me. Whatever. So maybe what it is you get the key on the first level and then you bring it to the section right after on the second level. And that'll get you the, whatever the secret is. There we go. That's gonna be my general assumption for what to do with this. Obviously, it could be wrong. Whoops. Misjudged distances. There we go. I'll just ignore that sucker. Nope. Okay, so going through the gateways heals you by a bit. And where are we going? Okay, this looks like the challenge challenge spot. Okay. Yeah, figuring out which is the optional path to extra cranes is something I'm going to obsess over while playing this, for sure. Nice part is, the non-optional path has no cranes on it, so you don't have to worry too much. Camera does not want me to specifically line this up, but I'm kind of fine. I don't know, look. Again, Sonic fan. Oh, I'm here. That's terrifying. And I'm dead. Damn it. And then they killed themselves because, whatever, it's fine. At least we get all of our cranes so we don't have to worry about losing anything. But yeah, as a Sonic fan, I have, like, bad memories of Sonic Heroes. I think Sonic Heroes was probably the worst offender of this, but there were, I mean, all sorts in this situation where, specifically, you'd be, like, doing a rail grind segment, and you're supposed to hop from one rail grind to the next, and Sonic just really sucked at, or Sonic Team really sucked at making those, like, user-friendly, from my experience. I need, like, a ground pound. Yeah, I do not have a ground pound, unfortunately. And so, like, it would not be uncommon for you to leap into the void and then, you know, fall straight past or even straight through the rail sometime. Are you kidding me? That's so rude. But yeah, it would not be uncommon in Sonic, to effectively fall through the gaps and die in, like, an incredibly rude way. That, like, probably should have been handled with some, like, I don't know, tricky programming. Just to give you a little bit more magnetism. I was playing, Portal, well, I wasn't playing Portal recently, I was playing, a game called Entropy Center, and I commented on how, in Portal, it seemed really unlikely, to miss a portal. Oh, well, yeah. Like, it was really hard to fall towards a portal and miss, and land on the side. And, people were saying that, like, yeah, that actually was, like, a mechanic, that specifically, the game was warded so that, or warded, designed in such a way that the portals had a magnetism to them, so it would be easier to hit the target effectively. I kind of figured as much, considering how easy it was. But, you know, when you're in the thick of it and you're playing the game, you just feel like, no, I'm just really good at hitting these targets when falling. Like, I'm good at this. And the answer is, not really, no. It's actually, the game is lying to you and making you think you're good at it. But what's the difference? To some degree? I think it depends on the game, but for stuff like Sonic the Hedgehog and other, like, 3D collectathon platformers, it's always nice to actually have it where, it's kind of just holding your hand secretly and just doesn't tell you. I guess I'm supposed to go down. I don't see anything else. Nope, I'm not supposed to go down. I am supposed to go down. Oh, shit! I was not expecting umbrellas, but of course. Well, I do love a good debate. There's a conversation I had recently. Somebody had spoiled something for me and I'd reacted quite negatively. And, oh, that's interesting. Which is progress? That is most assuredly not progress. But I'd reacted, quite negatively to somebody spoiling this mechanic for me. Namely just the fact that there was a 4th level when I only expected 3. Which, like, okay, that's not really that big of a deal. But at the same time, it was kind of sad. Because, like, even for that, falling through the level, and thinking like, oh, well, I goofed. I wasn't supposed to hop down here. And then landing on solid ground afterwards, it's like, oh, that was actually kind of a nice surprise. That, you know, I don't want to say that necessarily, like, having that spoiled for me would ruin the experience. But I would say, but I liked the surprise of it. And so if the game had, like, visually told me, like, hey, go here, I think I actually would have had a slightly lesser experience for it. Okay. Oh. No. How? Oh. I tried looking it up, and I know there's like a reason. Oh. Wait, did I just not get half the letters? Ah, shoot. Yeah, I did miss stuff. I missed this whole thing, whatever this is. It's gotta be this, right? Yeah, choose a path. Head back, yeah. So I bet the reason why I couldn't get to whatever that secret was at the very end is because I missed a whole dang secret somewhere else. Shoot? Where? It's gotta be like an odd bubble somewhere. Up there. Well, alas, I don't know if I can get back easily. Huh, that works. Or it breaks the game. Interesting, going back to a checkpoint while you're in a bubble actually breaks the game pretty bad. Huh. I would have assumed it would be this back here. Oh, maybe this was where I was supposed to land when I came out of that hole, rather than landing right where the umbrellas are. Oh, there it is. You know that random hole that I fell through? And I was like, well, I guess there are random murder holes. No, there's a bubble there that I just missed. Damn. I could have looked so damn clever, just like, oh, there's a thing here. But the answer is no, there is not. Which is a bit unfortunate. Oh, well. Wow. Yeah, I gotta work at the whole not eating damage thing. But whatever. A healthy dose of damage is all I need for a well-rounded... You know what? Doesn't matter. Bad damage. The umbrellas just killed themselves chasing me. That's funny. But yeah, I could have actually seen that bubble that entire time, too. I just must have been holding the wrong direction. But yeah, here we are. I was wondering about this. I was like, I knew there had to be another secret spot with cranes that I had missed. But for the life of me, couldn't find it. Okay, and we're just back to where we were. Sick. Alright, so now we know where both of those secrets are, and I'll just continue on to the end, and maybe that unlocks that, that extra little bit at the end? Or not, and that's just like a total platformer challenge and a big question mark of like, how do you get back here? I don't know. Yeah, I was right. So by completing those, by grabbing all of the letters, or maybe all of the cranes, that gets you over here. I don't know what this is. This is not a key. That's a something. I don't know what that is. Doesn't really matter. I don't know what we got. We got a note. Oh, read file. So that's what you get at the end. Opinion, we're all screwed. 200 years. It's been 200 years since we were all cursed by the moonfall, and for 200 years, our dear global government sat on their collective butts doing nothing as always. Well, guess what, dear world leaders? Our time is almost run out. Starting today, we have exactly 1 year, as in 365 days, to still somehow fix everything and not lose what's left of humanity. Instead of pouring all of our collective resources into the hacks at Neoflux, maybe you should have worked on actual solutions. Whatever, I'm done. I'm done with your words. I'm done with everything. Try to enjoy your next year as much as you can, everyone. It'll be your last. And this is it to our leaders. Screw you. Oh, that's... okay. That's interesting. So we're a doctor and there's more... oh, okay. We're just gonna dive into this level. There's a little bit more to this game than just, you know, bright and colorful, goofy bits. So there's something about a moonfall that cursed everybody, and they've been stuck here for 200 years? The question is it the same people, or is it a wholly different group? Either way, I appreciate the extra super dark lore that is now presented itself. Also, you know how I said earlier that this game reminds me a lot of Chameleon Twist? I'm not wrong. Welcome to the amusement park level. I realize that Chameleon Twist does not have a monopoly on bizarre, you know, bizarre amusement park levels. In fact, I'd say they're all over the place, but like, this is just maybe a little too chameleon twist to not have that influence there. I could be wrong, it could be just like an all-round thing, or just part of the subconscious of anybody, well, bye, that grew up during those times that like this is the kind of thing. Because now that I'm thinking about it, there's a Sonic level that is an amusement park. There's a couple, frankly. There's there's a Mega Man ZX, I believe, level that is also one. If I missed anything, I see those balloons there and I'm like, could I have jumped across those? The answer is big maybe, probably not. But after the last level where it's like, oh, those secrets are kind of important and also hard to find, I'm being kind of paranoid. About like, where are the side paths? Well, here's one. This is obvious. Watch it have like the fourth A, and I've like really just messed up. I don't know. It's not that complicated. In fact, I actually kind of appreciate. I was gonna say I actually kind of appreciate how generally and genuinely easy this game mostly is. None of the platforming is like actually that hard. Obviously, you know, I have to be not goofing too much. So in this case, you know, I can't just jump it. I have to actually do it right. Are you kidding me? I did miss something. Where? How? What? Alright, I give up. I'm not gonna worry about it for this one. That's the kind of thing I'll go back for at a later date. I'll try and get the rest. Do I? There's no, like, easy way for me to go back, is there? Oh, it's like a speed boost area. That's kind of fun. Oh, it's that. I see it right there. Let's see if I can go back. No, you're kind of committed at this point, I think. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm not as... Yeah, no, there's no way back. Like, maybe I could, like, leap onto one of those balloons on the side and somehow use that to get over. But, yeah, totally missed it. Ah, it sucks. But I'm at the checkpoint. Restart level. Let's try it again. I shouldn't do too much of this, but at the same time, the obsession is there. Now that I know and I know where this stuff is, it's just like, I kind of have to go get it. I don't have to, but it's... Oh, it's subversive? Is that it? Or it's insidious? You know, the idea of like, oh, I clearly missed a collectible back there. How do I get back to it? So it's right here. How the hell did I not notice that? I know exactly why I didn't notice this. For those of you who have never tried YouTubing or streaming before, once you're like on a roll or your brain is elsewhere, you actually really do filter out a lot of details because your brain is handling commentary, and the actual like act of gameplay is almost secondary to what you're doing. And so the problem with that is, to some degree, if you're supposed to be either hyper-focused on a thing, or missing, like, or paying attention to key details like, oh, you know, pretty obvious, but easily missed side areas and secrets and stuff. Stuff like commentary is going to, like, cook your brain in such a way that you're gonna miss some things. And everybody's gonna have it out for you in the comment section. And, like, the wild part is, for the most part, it doesn't really matter, but hey, the moment it's on video on YouTube, somebody is going to be snarky about your inability to pay attention. Or like, didn't you pay attention to the tutorial? And it's like, I mean, yeah, but information retention is, like, critically low when you're commentating a video game. Did I? Oh, right, I already have it, so I don't have to worry about that a second time. There we go. I do really like these levels. I think they're absolutely adorable. And once again, going back to what I was saying, having this like kind of pseudo-dark story to go with it is actually kind of a nice, it's a nice bit. I also really appreciate that they have a meter here to tell me exactly which direction I should be leaning. I'm not entirely sure what would happen if I was pointed the other direction and I just noticed there was a second path there. Why? Why is there a second path there? Oh no. Unless I'm supposed to loop back? Oh, I see why there's a second path there. It's because of this? No. Ah. Even in my explanation for why finding secrets is hard. I missed a secret. Maybe. We'll have to see. But, oh, well. I think I jumped too early. Or where the hell am I? Okay. There we go. Okay, back here again. At least I don't lose anything. I'm definitely not going to get a good grade for this, but, since when have grades mattered to me? I'm not in school anymore. Oh, these water slide sections are the rail grinding sections. I just realized that. It's really forgiving, too. Yep, I did miss a whole thing somewhere there. I guess I'm just gonna go to the end and then redo the level or something. Because it's not like we have to redo this multiple times, and who cares about collecting all the cranes? You know, except for me. I care deeply. But I see no easy way of getting back. Actually, I do, maybe. Like, I might get lucky here and can actually, like, whiz myself into the sunset. Oh, right, I forgot. There's enemies here. But yeah, like I said, it's very much like a Sonic the Hedgehog-esque rail grind segment, except for it doesn't stink. Yeah, no, there's no going back. I was kind of hoping there would be like a way to reset. I was hoping there would be a way to reset myself without. Because yeah, we've missed one crane, which is down that one side area that I can't get to. Alright, whatever. It's a neat game. It's a little brain-breaking, just in terms of getting all the secrets and all the stuff. I will say I know for a fact there is a secret end level and true ending for this game that I am most assuredly not going to show off in here. And it looks like there's what? How many levels total? 14 total plus secret area, so 16 total. And if you want to go back for every single lore bit in the key, it's gonna end up taking you a fair bit of time. Obviously, if you're stunningly perfect and paying full attention the whole time and really taking your time with stuff, I bet you'll actually have a much easier time getting through this in one go. But for me, I'd probably have to play through every level like 2 or 3 times. Luckily, once you get all of the Hana segments, you don't need to worry about it. So, like, I could replay through... Whoops. That's not it. I could replay through the first level, second time around, and since I've already got Hana, all I have to do is actually just get back to the end, grab the key. And then same kind of deal with the second level. Since I already have Hana, all I have to do is just go grab the info file. Not that big of a deal, but still time-consuming. Slightly. And the game will judge me for not grabbing cranes. It's just easy to not actually care at this point, because whatever, I'm past judgment. I'm a grown adult. I don't need to worry about grades anymore. Grades are for other people. I have to worry about things like the algorithm and analytics, and that's horrifying. No amount of C's or D's will ever rank up to the amount of rigorous scrutiny that the algorithm gives me. So, with all of that said, Lunistice is available on Steam and Switch, I think. I don't think it's on any other platforms at the moment. And honestly, I think it's actually pretty great. It's a heaping dose of nostalgia with way more modernized gameplay. It plays smooth, it looks great, and the music is just so chipper in such a way that I think I had seen somebody saying like, why is the soundtrack more expensive than the game? And it's like, I don't know, it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense in its own way. I might actually buy the soundtrack itself. Anyway, so I think the game is $10, which is a very fair price for what it is. And boy, yeah, you can get through it real quick if you're not actually trying to go for all of the letters and stuff, or even trying to get all the cranes. And I don't think there's a reward for S ranking every level, apart from like, you can do it, you did it, congratulations, you know, that kind of thing. But anyway, with all that said, if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new indie games every single day, then hit subscribe, because I got tons of them to show off. Most of them are not going to be nostalgia platformers, but a couple of them are, just because, you know what? I love this kind of game, and it's kind of fun to show them off. As rare as they are, and as rare as I will. Okay, now, dang it, I went for the secret. I was just like, I'm on a roll. I want to get the next info bit before we're out of here. Which, I guess I could have timed my outro a little bit better accordingly, but it's fine. It's fine, we'll do the final info dump, and then I'll save my goodbyes, having already said, like, half of my outro, not having to worry about it. I almost feel like this game could really use a race mode now that I'm thinking about it, but frankly, I don't know. I think it's just kind of neat to have all flavors. I had a comment from somebody recently where it's like, I'm tired of all these, you know, games with pixel filters on them, and it's like, dude, there's like 10,000 games that come out every year on Steam. Whoops. Like, it's really hard to kind of feel like sick of anything, because who cares? Like, oh no, Gotham Knights is bad. Can I interest you in like a gazillion other games? My brother was talking to a person at a party or a event, and the guy was like, yeah, like I'm a big gamer. Or you know, I'm really big into gaming. I know about all these games, like Assassin's Creed and whatnot. My brother's like, oh, like, you know about Hades? And the guy's like, what? And apparently, like his perception of being big into gaming is just playing all the latest AAAs and stuff, and I'm like, that's a shame. There's some really neat games out here that are most assuredly not AAA. Anyway, let's see about this this lore bit. Bab. Yeah, that tracks. Alright, read file. Hey mom, hey dad. Dun-dun-dun. Guess what? I did it. I finally made it into the recon unit. The days of endless drills are finally over. Well, kinda, I guess. Anyway, really want to celebrate this with you guys, but it still might take a few weeks until I'm allowed to go home for a while. But that just gives you enough time to prepare yourselves for the biggest cake ever. Oh, I'll also bring along someone I met during training. We finished our training at the same time, actually. It seems like she wants to get into the special ops later down the line. She's pretty rad. Also, she has the sweetest accent. European, I think, maybe. I never really asked. Haha. And that's it. Can't wait to see everyone again. Oh, and Dad, don't worry, I'll be fine, really. Mom, please tell Dad I will be fine. And say hi to for me. Love you. Interesting. I don't know, I like the lore aspects of this. The fact that it's slightly dark, it's got my interest in a good way. But for now at least, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.